beautiful Oriole Park. Sunday baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting to start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Austin Martin leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-1.
Down low.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. That
Ball
one
two.
missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's Byron Buxton. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Now this is a rocket to left. Brings it in.
Batting third.
And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Luke Keeschel, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. On the ground, could be 2. He flips it to second in time. Over to a Rocks opening inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And starting in this one, Joe Ryan. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. Jackknifes out of the way. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Gunnar Henderson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That's a ball.
Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Third, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Ha!
That clips a corner. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And the Orioles set down in order. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next offering is fouled back. Rogers in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. That's
Ball
a little
1.
bit low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, striking him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. First pitch swinging. That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 0-2. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. To first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate now. A switch hitter batting right. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Bell wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2. And
Ball
delivers
2.
outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Second inning here. No score. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just outside. And it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
On the ground to short. Toss to Alonso. And the Twins go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman.
Ball.
One, 2 now. Next
Ball.
offering is outside. Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Catcher, Samuel Basallo.
Samuel Basallo digs in now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fouled off left side. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. And the 1-0. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score.
Y'all don't really want it with me. I'm self-built, I'm self-made, and I'm self-paid. Y'all don't really want it with me. Hustle game strong, shoe game mean. The money is dirty, but the suits is clean. High haters, I'm back from my hiatus.
Back now at Oriole Park, and now for the Twins, Victor Caratini.
Victor Caratini.
Ball. No. Hike.
On the ground to first. Alonso steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Eight, third baseman Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. That one found hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Brooks Lee will hit next. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Mayo settles underneath it. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Let's go, Colton.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. And
Ball.
downstairs. Out towards right center field. Buxton under it. 1 away.
Batting eighth, third baseman Kobe Mayo.
And
Ball
that's off
inside.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting ninth, second baseman
Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Inside.
Fastball for a strike at 95. That's outside, and it's 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Throw to first, but
No,
he
he's
beat
in there. Safe.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Taylor
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off. And the Orioles leave one, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Austin Martin. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
O'Neill gets under it, and there's one down.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
Now, this guy's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boo. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Go ahead run on base. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 low. The Twins looking to strike first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and he breaks his bat. Out number 2.
Up next for Minnesota, catcher Ryan Shepherd.
Yeah.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. Runner at second, 2 down.
Yeah.
Man at second. Swing and a drive, deep right field. O'Neill going back on it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Another 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit.
Ball, no.
The 1-0. And
No,
another
that's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Jeffers stands at second with 2 gone.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Twins 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom 4 and into the box for Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson.
That's out.
Foul ball there. One now. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball
Now
3.
this 3-ball count down in the ball game. You've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
3-1 is on the way. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Quick move to first, and he's back in there. Liner caught at second. One out man at first. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
No, inside.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Backhand, but he can't pick it up. Here comes the runner. Relay throw.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ball.
The 1-0. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find the hole and get you a knock.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Two on, one out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fastball is outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That's in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Can't get there. One run will score. Runner around third. The relay. And he's got no chance. He's out. But they do get a run.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 2 and the Twins 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Josh Bell. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Next one misses. Now 1-2. That one inside. Look out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Slides for the stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman Victor Caratini.
On the corner for a strike. The Twins trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Next pitch is inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Ball on there. Man at second. This one in the air center field. Cowser has a beat on it. And that's the third out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Twins 1. We head to the bottom of the fifth and into the box for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo.
Ball 1, up.
Late on that fastball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Buxton settles under this one, and there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Blaze Alexander.
Ball.
That
That's
misses.
the ball.
Ball 2.
No, that's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offer in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
No.
This one in the air right field. Tracks it down for the out. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They lead it 2-1. Back now at Oriole Park. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Austin Martin getting ready to hit.
Left fielder, Austin Martin.
Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw. And that's an out.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
Yep.
Oh, 1 down.
Ball 1.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Number 48, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Wells warming up as well. There's a swing and a drive. Ward ranging back. And gone! And we're all square. It's 2-2.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching.
Kyle Bradish taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Luke Keeschel, the next twin up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a strike.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Struck him out looking. Keeschel thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Right side. Alexander tosses to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Twins get one on this homer. 2-2 game. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. There's the strike at the knees. Activity in the bullpen. Cody Funderburk, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Topa, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
He was all over that one. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Joe Ryan is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Cole Sands gets the ball now. Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some
swing and a miss. He struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Pickoff throw.
No,
and he's back in safely.
in there.
good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
That clips the corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Henderson, the runner at second with one away. Struck him out looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beans.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
In the air to left center. Martin on the move to the gap. And that is the inning. One left for the Orioles. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We go to the top of the seventh, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. That clips the corner. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's the challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Oh, that got him.
It got him.
And
Hit
a
first.
go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Designated hitter, Josh Bell.
Ball one.
Next
Ball.
pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And
Ball
there's a
three.
ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Left field. And a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Just
Ball, no.
missed. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Chopped out in front of the plate. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And that is a big first out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Close,
Ball.
but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The Twins with the go-ahead run in third here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Chopped to third, and it stays fair. Runner from third in to score, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Brooks lead, the next Twin up to hit. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Two on, one out.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball right side. Throws to Henderson. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
No, down.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder, Colton Cowser.
In there at the knees. Down and in, moved his feet.
Ball 2.
The Twins trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses. 3-1. Kobe Mayo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. So next they head for Baltimore. Kobe Mayo, 1 for 2. High fly ball out towards left field. Raging back towards the wall. Nice grab on the run. Runner tagging from first. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cole Sands done for the day, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Cody Funderburk.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Yep.
In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. So the tying run at second.
Ball 2.
Fought off foul. And it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side.
That's a foul
and
ball.
It's just foul. That was close.
Ball.
Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And the Orioles lead one, and it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Number 48.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Stepping in, Austin Martin. 1 for 3.
Ball,
Just
that's
missed.
down.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Line drive. It gets down. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. 0 for 3 in this one. Bunts it in the air. He's got it.
Up next for Minnesota, catcher Ryan Shepherd.
First
Ball
pitch
down.
doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball
Last 2
two.
pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Off
Ball.
the plate, ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
3-1 now, and that'll
That's a
load
ball.
the bases.
Take your base.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder Matt Wallner.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
Ball.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw home.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 48 departs. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, number 76.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ha!
Here's your 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Shane Baz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Wells getting cranked up as well. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And here's the first baseman, Victor Caratini.
Ahoy!
That one
Ball
off the
inside.
mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. To third. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Orioles 2. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the 8th.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Yo 1. Swing and a miss. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Now here is Gunnar Henderson.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Up the middle, Lee on the run, sends it over to first.
It's an out.
In time, got him.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Ball 1. That's a ball. Ha!
That one fouled off, 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. It wasn't
That's
easy,
the ball.
but he earned
Take
that
your base.
walk after a long at bat. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Cody Funderburk won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Taylor Rogers. He's making his second appearance of the season. Now here's the Orioles DH, Adley Rutschman. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball, that's too low.
Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. Now
Ball
one
two.
missed. Swings and misses. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. It's the Twins 5 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Shane Baz appears to be getting loose. Number 66 also getting ready. That one misses. Going to count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Brooks Lee. And a swing and a miss.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
pitching change here. Shane Baz. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Austin Martin.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Out to short. Henderson fires over to first, and that's the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. High fly ball, right field. Walner under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
No.
Close, but called a ball. Ball two. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The Twins trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. These fans are really excited right now.
At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner. But he did a great job of covering it. And he hit the ball out of the park.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, one out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now a screamer into the outfield. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Rogers going for save number 1 in this spot. And that one fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Taylor Rogers out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So they
Minnesota,
turn to the veteran
number
pitcher in this spot,
48,
Justin Topa.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Orioles an out away. Blaze Alexander now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Well, you got the number 9-hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Hey.
The Orioles with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Just missed.
No, that's a ball.
Misses
Ball.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. In the air, right side. Walner should have this one. That's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.